EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Steelers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road games will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
19, 18.
He'll look to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Eagles 0.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Ready.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brings up
2nd and 10.
at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Then they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he slides to avoid the hit. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Steeler defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
2nd and 6. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down. And for the moment, a big loss, but we do have a penalty marker to attend to. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1 yard gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Quentin Johnston with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right Steelers to score 21-0.
Eagles, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles, nothing.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
he's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries to this point.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
No, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final game.
Yeah, pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Open there. There's Darrell Washington.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with a second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Smith catches left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
70, hot 70.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Eagles 14.
Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On third down, they're going to run for it here.
164 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely started.
Barkley hit in the ball, pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 31. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 39-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down,
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Cowboy 80.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Let's go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Set up. 79 rush. Past the 60. Past the
7-yard line.
They'll try and roll forward with Barkley. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Will set up for the 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Fake. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. Not losing with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
19 tight.
At the
19 tight.
45-yard line.
Ready, 18, run. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Got ready. Got ready. Let go.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Got it.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. You got the big lead defensively.
willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This ball taken in here by... And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A good first down call as the screenplay gets a 9. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
He's back to throw.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Eagles.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Number 4.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. He's got Smith there.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 1st and goal.
76, 60 Vikings, 60,
Brooks. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
ready.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
19-18. Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Pittsburgh, they used